Yeah. What y'all normally mix y'all do say with? Y'all drink brown? Is that your preferred? No. What's your preferred alcohol?
Tequila.
And what you mix with? What's your mixer? Pineapple.
That's
got
good.
you. Yeah. You know, I'm a connoisseur. What about you? I know you're more of a smoker than a drinker.
Let me see the goddamn thing, man. I know you don't want me to light it with the lighter, brother.
Yeah.
Let me see the stem and
what
this
is
weed. Some extra shit.
This some weed smoker shit?
Yeah, man.
As y'all can see, I don't smoke weed for the anxiety issue fans. I'm not a weed smoker.
I ain't got a lighter. Oh, no.
We might be dead. We were dead. There we go. Oh.
I hope y'all see this shit. This is the most professional, unprofessional podcast you are now witnessing.
Oh, whoa, never on side.
Right,
is that
the anxiety issues podcast? Is my brother light this blunt the wrong way?
Man, bring us in, man.
Listen, I remember one time my daddy was so hot he lost so much money he put his cigarette in his mouth backwards.
Damn.
That shit was
fucking
shit. Damn,
that's some bad luck.
Yeah, absolutely. But like I said, man, y'all watching Anxiety Issues podcast, man. Today we got two special guests, man. I'm very familiar with the brother to my right. I want to call him a local legend, but I honestly feel like that's an insult, man. I think this gentleman will be a legend no matter where he was, no matter where on the earth you put him. His talent speaks for itself. AJ, the musician. I first seen you. I kind of hated on you first time I found out about you a little bit, though. This shit between
that's real, though. That's real.
Listen, it wasn't like a hate. I just, me as an artist, artists be sensitive about their shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving down the street, I'm leaving the gym, and I see this big ass billboard. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga on this billboard? I ain't never heard of this nigga. That nigga had a whole billboard. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I had a billboard.
Yeah. By Publix
years ago when I did Love and Logic, I got a billboard. Because I was like, ain't nobody in the city know me for real, so I got to do something to get their attention. I got a billboard.
Like, who is this nigga on this nag? I kind of hated it a little bit. I had to watch myself and then, but yeah, this nigga on this nag. Serious. But shout out to AJ, man, brother. I got introduced to your music and I saw the talent. I saw the hard work. You actually did something that I wanted to do a long time ago, which was put up a studio, but I never got it accomplished. So when I saw that you did it, man, I really respected what you did. So I just want to show you love and kudos. Thank you for coming on the podcast. I really appreciate it, brother. Y'all go check out AJ the musician. And we got a Miss Michelle, is that correct?
That's correct.
We're going to let Michelle introduce
herself. This is my first time meeting you.
Yeah, I be feeling like when I introduce people from now on, I'm going to let them introduce themselves because I feel like I be shortchanging people. I think I shortchange myself when I introduce myself.
I mean, I heard you a shit talking legend, so this is what I hear about you?
No. I don't know how to put this, but I'm going to keep it simple, short and sweet.
All right.
I am Michelle Lowe. That's my name.
Gotcha.
I've been doing my thing in the city for a minute, neighborhood to neighborhood, trying to get all the locals involved, trying to get the kids involved. Mm-hmm. Mostly what I do is community based.
Gotcha.
I try to work hand in hand with anyone who's willing to get something done in the city.
Respect.
And so that's what I'm here to see. I'm trying to see us with a different kind of Pensacola, Black Rosewood right here in Pensacola.
Yeah,
it's doable.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on. I mean, it's simple, short and sweet.
Right. Man, tell them
that's what's
you're a
up.
big gangster.
Oh man, come keep that ignorant shit with us one time.
That voice we just
he said I'm gangster.
This ain't the real one.
Yeah, we need the real.
That's how she answered the phone.
I'm the ghost.
What we at 350 about 15 minutes. She
it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
I'm ghost.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. That's how we gonna do it.
She got the suit on right now though. When go put the gloves on, and he got to go handle some business. She'll be here about 10 minutes in. We might get some.
We might get a little something.
Absolutely. And y'all know my forever grateful co-host, Boneface of Boneface Inc., brother. Like I said, bro, this has been a pleasure doing this shit with you, bro. And I think this only gonna get better from here, man. You feel me?
It's already getting better, man.
Yeah.
This shit is getting more and more epic. Every episode we do, we get more and more comfortable with this shit. The guests are getting more comfortable.
All right.
It's becoming a dope situation real fast, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna look like around episode 50 or 60. We just at 4 or 5 right now. But big shout out to the person that's behind the camera, man, that's making this shit happen. Your boy.
Big facts.
Big shout out to him.
Who next?
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do shit without him. This is my go-to guy for everything that's goddamn includes video or anything that need to be shot. That's who you got to get at. There's some talented guys around here, but this is the most reliable guy I know. And he's helping this shit come to life. Yeah. So shout out to him. I don't think people give him his flowers enough.
And listen, that's the strongest weed I done smelled on set yet. I don't know what y'all smoking, but that shit potent, brother. Yeah, absolutely.
You got to get me while I'm regular because I'm probably gonna get real quiet over here in a minute.
But shit, let's go in on what we was talking about, man. Pre-show, we was outside talking about going into your marriage, how you would have to be. You said you had to go into your marriage knowing that you could be faithful for about 2 years first before you decide to get married.
I would 100% have to had been faithful for a long run because I don't want to get into no shit and be marrying nobody and I ain't even sure if I could do this shit.
Right.
That's like signing up for a marathon and you ain't never ran one.
Yeah,
you got to run. You got to run one first. So I got to be faithful for a long period of time before I can get into one, and if that's what my marriage requires, I don't even think I'll get into a marriage that requires monogamy.
Because that's the standard.
Yeah, that's the standard. My marriage won't be based on the standard, but for anybody who's going into a marriage that's based on the standard,
right,
you should practice that shit before you go into it. You don't go into a marriage. I say if you fuck at your bachelor party, you ain't ready to be married.
It's a lot of niggas fucking at their bachelor party.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people fucking at their bachelor party.
Like you still addicted to it.
If I'm getting to a point where I want to marry somebody that has those standards, and I've gotten to that point, I ain't even think about no outside pussy going into my marriage.
They can't get no head or nothing.
I don't even want that. I'm so fucked up by my wife.
Yeah, I'm just checking. I'm just checking. That's what
we might even bypass the motherfucker.
You saying you can't even? You shouldn't even be focused on that.
That's what we want.
Wouldn't even pop in your head
for what
at this point. Yeah.
What we getting married for?
Yeah.
If I still want to, I don't even want to desire nobody, but I don't think I'll be in that space at no point in my life. I think monogamy only works for people who don't nobody want.
Yeah.
It's like you only as faithful as your
Listen,
option.
that's a strong ass statement. Monogamy is only for people that don't nobody want though.
That's what it is.
Boy,
especially men.
You're gonna need a lot of
men.
Okay.
Men, not women, men.
Okay.
Because I think women who have everything can be faithful because I don't think that is something that a woman naturally craves like we do. We're built to fuck.
That's I
we built to fuck
wholeheartedly.
So how can you go against your natural desire to do something? Their natural desire are different than ours, and we submit to those. I asked you yesterday. We was talking, and I said, bro, when you think about it, you giving up all this shit, right? To be in a situation that you don't even benefit from at the end of the day. And when we go into relationships, we be in a relationship with a woman that makes all the demands, and your job is to fulfill those demands. You don't get to really make them. Mm-hmm. Your demands are corny shit, like cook and clean up. Shit you can go hire a maid for.
Yeah.
If you got bag like that, if I got a bag, and if I got a bag,
this is interesting.
She like I'm smoking too.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
If I got a bag, right, and my woman's job before my bag was to cook, clean, and do all these things. I got a bag. We got a maid now.
Right.
So what is your job in this relationship now? To give me some head and fuck me every now and again? So what's the point of me even being in a relationship when I got 1,000? And that's why it's funny, because I told somebody, I said, I want to have sister wives. And they say, you just want to fuck multiple people.
I said, about that,
I said, the thing about that is, I got more pussy than I would have. I'm still sacrificing. I'm sacrificing all of my pussies for two.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and
two get old too. Like you can have two cars and want to buy another car.
If your girlfriend told you that you could have a girlfriend, you'll cheat on both of them.
I wouldn't though. I would not.
Most men would.
I don't.
Give me the Bang Bro analogy. Because it's your analogy.
Listen, absolutely.
I need to hear the analogy.
But no, listen. This is the only reason why I wouldn't cheat. Listen, at some point I feel like even though I would want to cheat, two women wouldn't make me stop desiring other women.
That's
right?
my point. That's all. That's it.
Exactly.
You just might not be a cheater anyway.
No, I am.
Go ahead.
Right. No, listen. But listen, for the cameras to understand that wasn't. Don't just put that on me. They'll put that on Adam Taylor and be like, that nigga fucked up. No, men are
as a whole
cheaters.
As
right. Okay. Cool. The only difference is I wouldn't cheat because how lucky am I, bro? I look at society and I look around. It's like, bro, really? Like at some point you got to be like, enough's enough. I got a woman who's okay with me fucking another woman. I got 2 ways to go. Mm-hmm. At some point I'm just gonna chill out. I really think that sometimes you just got to know when to fold them. It's like gambling. You got to know when to pick your winnings up and go home.
So you ain't getting no head at your bachelor party then?
I probably still will. What it's got to do? It's my bachelor party.
Yeah. My point is, my thing is this: like it just sounds.
I get to have 2 bachelor parties now, so that's 2 heads.
But my thing is, you sounded so. Now tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. He sounded so passionate.
I swear he did.
Like he was just like you was like you the luckiest man ever.
I am. That's
right.
really dope. Though.
But you
so
still
now you going back to my point earlier where I said if I'm with a woman, because if I'm with one woman or two, I want to feel like you just say you felt.
Right.
I want to feel like I'm the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. And if I feel like that, I'm not sacrificing that for head at my bachelor party.
Right.
Even though I might want to get some head,
even though
I'm not gonna do it.
But even though that's lucky, it's like hitting the lotto, but you ain't cashed your ticket in yet. I know I got millions coming. I'm lucky. I'm about to get this money. But today, I still got to go eat at Burger King because I ain't cashed my ticket in yet. So I'm still.
But I said girlfriend though. I ain't said wife. I said you got two girlfriends, which means you got the tickets and you ain't about to cash them in.
So Michelle, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in monogamy? If you're in a relationship, do you want your man to be faithful?
Of course, most women do.
Right. So give me the number. How much money do your man have to have before you spot him one? How much money can a nigga have and you be like, you know what, you owe one?
I don't think I could.
Like nothing, no amount of money.
That's a Scorpio in me. Okay,
I'm a Scorpio too. Shout out to that. Absolutely,
all three of us.
Absolutely.
So you know.
Oh, that's right, the whole man. That's
I mean, my boy to the right. You know, that's the narcissism in him. The narcissist in him. You know, and you know, we get ahead of ourselves as Scorpios. You know,
right.
We can get to that point where you know it's truly all about us. But we loyal people.
Right.
You know, but you have to make us feel safe and secure, and because we overthinkers. Yeah. You know, it's hard to prove that sometimes. You know, but most women, all women want monogamy. Very few women you find want to be in a relationship where there are multiple partners.
Right.
But hell, in today's time, 2021, I don't think that's feasible for most people. You know what I'm saying? But men, you know, they're going to be men.
Right.
You know, I mean, hey, I know some cats 71 years old still doing their thing right now. Still cutting up, you know. Is
it a certain income where you just expect your man to cheat?
Hell no, they cheat. They cheat broke.
No, they are cheating broke. But I feel like if your man broke and he cheat on you, you should be mad. That's all that.
Good example.
You should be mad.
Good example is this, right? LeBron James became a millionaire at a mere 18 years of age.
Right.
So this man is instantly $100 millionaire at 18.
Right.
He got his high school sweetheart he finna marry. All of this. You feel me?
He cheated.
This man, so you mean to tell me this
I want to agree with you, but I want to meet LeBron one day and I don't want him to see this.
So my thing is this. So you mean to tell me at 18 with $100 million, whether I'm a narcissist or not,
right?
As of just being real, your vagina is supposed to be the last one I see for the rest of my life.
You know, because first of all, that was too young.
So that's my point.
That's my point. So that is a great point because you have to. I think you have to get out there. You have to explore. You have to have. You have to have options.
Yeah,
okay?
When does the exploring stop?
Hell, when you get ready.
I'm gonna tell you this.
He getting richer. I ain't gonna never be ready. If I keep getting richer, this money stuff.
It worked like this. It worked like this.
I mean,
it worked like this, brother. We love to do things as long as we're good at them.
Right.
And when you're no longer good at it, like I went and played basketball early. I used to be a hell of a basketball player in high school. But I got out there with these boys that still are in college and high school, and my ego, like shit, I can still guard these young bullets. They running circles around me. You know what I told myself when I left the gym?
What's that?
I'm done with basketball.
Because
I ain't good at it no more. So now for the motherfucker that was at home,
it's beneath me.
So now for the motherfuckers that was at home, the woman at home for the woman that was at home that was always telling me, I'm tired of you going to shoot basketball. I'm gonna go home now and make it like I just gave up on basketball. Like, you know what, for you, baby, I ain't even going to that funk ass gym no more. You feel me? But it's really the reality of it.
Gym kicking your ass.
Right.
You just
can't so that's the same thing with men out here cheating, bro. We only cheat because it serves our ego. And our ego is watching somebody get off and be pleasured by us. When you can no longer fulfill their desires, like, bro, if you was fucking with somebody that was dead ass bored with you and you could tell if you fucking with somebody that's dead ass bored with you, bro, and they're not enjoying it, it's like that shit ain't fun for you either. So it's just like at some point you'll quit this shit because you're no longer good at it. Just like I'm not going to play basketball no more because I can't fucking hoop no more. But if I still could score 71 every time I step in the gym, and you talking about you need to quit playing, no, I need to play more. Where another gym at?
Listen, I agree with you. I just hate the analogy when you tie it back into fucking, because that's not how it work, man.
With you.
And why do you agree with him though?
I agree with him about the basketball analogy, not the sex analogy. If my dick didn't work, I'd still go out here and trick off. I don't give a fuck. I just sitting there. You seen Lieutenant Dan? You seen Lieutenant Dan? Yeah. The nigga he was paralyzed. He still had a prostitute in the room, right?
Right.
Like, nigga, for what? But that's me though.
Right.
I'm just in here just cause.
But
like, I don't need to.
But my thing is like this is the person you just referenced.
I'm not with a prostitute, by the way. I'm just giving an example.
Right, but I think that is easy.
Yeah. But I don't think men cheating for ego though, because I don't want that narrative to get out there that men cheating for ego.
A lot of we do everything for ego, bro.
Not cheating though, bro.
Everything.
Fucking is nature. Fucking is natural for us. It's a second nature.
Right.
It's a second.
But your ego is this, right? Ego. But your ego is this. Your ego is this. Not even necessarily that you're good at it. That you're just able to get the pussy. It's just like anything else.
But some of the hoes you fucking, you shame to show people you fucking.
But
so it can't be ego. Some of these hoes you be like, brother, I don't want nobody to see I did this. Yeah, where's the ego in that though?
Yeah, I think it's just habit.
I think it may be ego because look, you even said it yourself, right? It didn't matter if they was even cheating broke, right? But some of the brokest people have the greatest egos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And if they're still able to do something such as,
and that be the only thing a lot of them good at.
Yeah. Yes, that be the only thing, like getting money, being motivated to go to your job, things like that.
I ain't got none of that.
Ain't got none of that, but I could fuck.
Then where all these little dick niggas that do the prostitution and the niggas with the little micro dick, they still out here like all the niggas slinging.
But that's still ego. That's still ego. I'm gonna tell you why that's ego. 12 is because you already know you're not good at it. You already know your dick little. But what feeds your ego is having the finances and the capital to go fucking buy what you want to do it. That wouldn't even give you something to begin.
But that's pulling women, not hollering. My ego is when
that's tricky.
My ego is when I can pull her back. When I see a bitch that I like and I can go pull her with my mouthpiece. Right. That's my ego. But it's some bitch.
But you know what? Do you know what Notorious Big's ego was?
What
is that? He knew he was fat, black, and ugly. But he could still get what he wanted. However, so it's just like it's ego no matter how you do it. That's just different versions of ego.
But I'm talking about the actual act of sex, brother. It's some bitches right now who will come out and say I fucked them and I denied to the grave. That wasn't ego. I just went and did that just cause.
Maybe not to the world, not to the world, bro. But to you sometimes.
To me, what? I was ashamed. I looked in the mirror when I was doing, be like, what am I doing?
Maybe after, but in that moment, you couldn't have. Because you wouldn't even.
But that's a normal occurrence for most men. Well, I speak for me. When I nut, I regret instantly. Like most times when I nut, I don't know why I'm here.
That was ego.
I don't know why. I don't know how I got here. I regret the money I spent today. I really don't understand how. Just me.
But I don't think it's a man in the world who has masturbated. Right,
what are we? That shit choking
like it's just like most men when you masturbate and you're watching a porn. I don't know no fucking psycho that masturbates, cleans up, and keeps watching the porn.
Nah,
yeah, that's you usually like, man, what the fuck I'm doing? Man, like, I need to get up and do something in my life. Like, what the average commercial? What you ain't doing nothing? Get off the couch. I feel like that guy.
On some real shit, that's how I used to check to see like if I really wanted to like. Fuck something though.
Splack one before you leave the house.
Yep, before you leave the house. That's how you not.
You still want to go?
Let me tell you.
You
really? Hey, this is supposed to be it.
If you ever jacked your dick and still went on a date, you a killer inside. I just want you to know that there's something in you that ain't stable though. I don't give a fuck who it is. If I jack off, we're not going on this date. I'm not putting on no clothes. I'm not home. Absolutely.
It's over with.
Yeah. But I done did that shit before and I done text like I had something to go do, like something came up. There's no point.
But that's the truth. That's like you say, that's the perfect way, bro, to tell if it's lust or if it's genuine.
Right.
If you still fuck with somebody after you like most of the time you'll hit something, bro, and you be like, what you finna do?
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you want to still lay there with that motherfucker, like, you know it's solid. But that's why I tell women all the time, it's like, I'm not gonna give him none until I know if we gonna work or if I know if I like him. And I tell them all the time, you not gonna know if he like you until you give him some.
Right.
You ain't gonna see the real him.
No. That representative gonna stay until you give him some pussy.
Swear to God,
and when you give him some pussy,
it could be years.
Yeah.
So look, I ain't gonna ask you. I'm not gonna put you on the spot and ask you if you got a regular girlfriend or not. I know you sing. You're R&B singer, right?
Yeah.
So let's play hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow you make a song, go viral. You the new sensation, right?
Yeah.
You get in a bag. Everybody fuck with you. You singing to the hoes. You ain't making no R&B music for no niggas. You singing to women. They at your shows and everything, right?
Yeah.
Can you be faithful as superstar AJ the musician? Is it possible to go from city to city with bitches they want to see what you talking about? If your music, I got to tell you something too later on, but if your music is really what you all about, you think you can be faithful?
Boy, that is man, I don't know.
That's a no. That's what that is.
I just want to see how you were going.
Me too. I'm interested.
I think, okay, I can't say no, but I gotta be realistic at the same time.
Right.
Can I? Yes, because I feel like we can master anything.
I agree with that.
I feel like on a deeper sense, I feel like
you
could master anything. Like, boy, if this is what you really want, then yes. But I put myself in situations. I'm gonna be honest, like with I've been with, many when we all
Absolutely, yeah.
I think it would all depend on the woman I'm with. Just to be real with you, like it would depend on where I'm at the point where that happens. Mm-hmm. To be real, it would depend.
For me, it don't matter what the woman is I'm with. It's because that shit is in you. It's a personal battle,
and that's too much responsibility.
Right. And I think you can do it. I think you can do it. And I've never.
Do you think anybody does it?
Listen, I think people do, but this is my thing. I've never argued that there are men that don't cheat on their wives. Right.
Yeah.
I'm arguing that there are no men that don't want to. My thing is, I can tell myself all day long that I'm not gonna eat, and I cannot eat. True. I can starve myself, but I can never tell myself I'm not hungry.
That you're not hungry.
But that goes vice versa with women.
Both ways.
Hey, we tell ourselves that every day too. We don't want to. Hey, we bump into guys that's hot every day that we may want to fuck with.
Right.
But it's about structure and discipline. I think that we have gone so far in our community where it has become such a hot topic. You are the man if this is what you're doing. But I think we lose so much shit in the process of you being that man. We sacrifice so much shit because you can't get your ego under control. Mm-hmm. So, you have to look at this wholeheartedly where we sitting from as women because, hey, hell, dude, we can outside us as well.
Right.
But, we consider the shit that we have to sacrifice and what we're going to lose. And you may not be the best lover, but you may be good at some other shit that we know if we sacrifice to this nigga just may not have. So we building, we taking our opportunity to rebuild and restructure all over again with a motherfucker we really don't know.
Right.
So we gonna stay here with this common factor. So I think a lot of this shit is
common.
Yeah, that's what it is, a common factor.
I'm gonna stay with this common.
So
that bitch ever called me common.
It is
I'm
what
it
is, because women do it better.
Yeah.
When it comes to cheating, we do it better.
100% better.
I disagree with this too.
Oh no!
But let me tell you why I disagree with this though.
Why is that?
I disagree with this. This is ego right here.
I could break.
Yeah, that's definitely ego.
But no.
Both of y'all gonna get a go at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Check this out though. Women are better at cheating because of our own egos, right? Men are crazy enough to believe that they bitch won't cheat though. Women will literally tell you, it's no way possible. You really believe your girl is whoever she is. Mm-hmm. A true story. I was with a girl, no lie. I was at her crib and her nigga called her, right? She talked to that nigga for an hour.
Beautiful.
While I'm sitting there watching the game, just flipping, I'm chilling. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm drinking, cooling. Told that nigga good night, baby, I love you, and got off the phone and went straight to that dick instantly, right? Mm-hmm. That nigga will never believe, and I know that sound like women are better, but his mind can't even fathom that. Women know going into it, like they watch it, like nigga, I know what's up. Mm-hmm. I know, you know what I'm saying? Right. I know you lying to me from the gate. So they snooping around looking for shit. Our ego build up so big
that we don't even
like, man, our bitch ain't even, man. Right. You ain't even. She love me, man. I'm that nigga. Like, so we not even looking for your mistakes and your flaws. Mm-hmm. That's why when the nigga be like, man, bro, you slept with my girl, bitch, ask your old lady. But he can't even fathom her telling that shit. So he gonna ask the nigga, bro, you from? I like, bro, why would you ask her, nigga? Why would you ask her?
But the point she made, it still stands though, because I think what you're saying is that, like, yeah, we don't look. You know what I'm saying? It's because we don't look because they're better at it than us. But you feel me? Like they build up the wall for us to believe that they don't fuck off better. So that's why they do it. We don't even build that wall up.
I can agree with that.
Our dumb ass just go start an argument and then go fuck off after we start the argument.
You just call creating a crisis.
Yeah. And the thing about it, she got you under control. There's no fucking way. Even if it's just some jump off. Ain't no woman sitting for no hour while I talk to my girl.
Hell,
waiting on me.
In the history,
the fact that you will sit there on that couch and not give two fucks
Right.
Who she talking to, or how long she talking to him? As long as she take care of you when she get off, that's proof that they do it better because she got control on her situation.
If you look at it from a bird's eye view, that's player. That was player as fuck.
No, that was player as fuck.
If you did that in reverse, that would have been the most player shit ever. You damn nigga, you just really
but men just can't pull it off.
We can't pull it off.
You know, one thing my dad
always still be talking to code. And the girl know we got a girl. Yeah, you feel me? I'm in here just watching the game. Ain't nobody over here like.
Man, listen, I got some cold shit. I ain't gonna put myself out there like that, but I got some cold shit.
Yeah, give me some cold shit.
Nah, I can't even, man. My girl gonna watch this episode and I don't even want to.
Nah, bro.
Okay, hear me out though. How many times have you caught on to a woman maybe about to do something, or you feel like she's doing something, and she was able to make you downplay yourself and make you like you tripping?
I got cheated on one time, brother, and ever since that day, a woman can't tell me nothing about nothing. Like really? you can't get shit over on me though. I first of all, I don't believe you. There's no need to tell me that shit though. You understand what I'm saying? A woman built up a wall so clean on me, it was beautiful. And I will give her credit. That shit was lovely how she built that wall up. I never forget we was walking into Walmart and I felt something was going wrong in my relationship, right?
Because what did you do?
Listen, I was out bucking, so I'm not even mad at her for cheating. I'm not playing goody two shoes roll or nothing.
That's the part.
I figured out a lot in that moment.
Hell yeah.
When you out cheating with multiple hoes, if you think your bitch at home sitting on her hands, you got another thing coming.
Yes, sir.
So I learned that too. But we went in Walmart. I said, hey, babe, tell me something. Like, you know, something seem off, man. You fucking with somebody? That hoe stopped me from walking. We was walking in Walmart. She stopped me. She grabbed both of my hands and looked me in my eyes and said, babe, I would never fuck somebody on you. That shit was cold. But I believe that shit because I love my bitch at the time, right? That was cold.
They more wicked than us.
That was cold. And let me tell you how I found out. On some cold ass shit. I'm just riding. I'm on my side of town where my bitch live at. It's a McDonald's. I'm like, I'm going to get her something to eat and just drop her off something to eat. Man, I'm dropping her off something to eat. A nigga dropping her off and getting some dick. I say, man,
you should call before you came.
Oh, that's
twisted. Listen.
Wow.
But we talking eons ago.
Right.
So from that moment, it's like I've never been blind ever since. Man, bitch can't tell me nothing about
that's
nothing.
That's how women
like,
feel though. You know, most men underestimate women because we don't always talk the shit and we don't always react. You know, because we consider the sacrifices. You know, and it's not about money all the time. Because most women, I mean, especially in our community, most women make more money than the men, okay?
Right, in our community, absolutely.
So it's not about the money. Half the times we carrying a motherfucker, you know? So it's about the respect. You can love a person that don't love you, but you can't respect a fuck that don't respect you.
Right.
You know, so when you lose the respect, you lose the relationship. You know, I tell guys all the time, in other cultures, they do it so better. You know, because he's right. Every man's gonna have a side bitch,
right?
But it's called hush money, you know. And you know, there's no standard. You have to set the rules. You have to be honest. Hey, I got this, bitch. I got this. If you join this team, these are the rules. When you fail to follow these rules, then guess what? You off the team. But see, black men in our culture don't even have that mindset to build that type of relationship, even with their side bitches, because they don't know the rules.
Right.
When they call your house, pick up the phone, call your main bitch, your side bitch do not know the rules. So you have failed to lay the ground rules to how this shit really go. Yeah. So that's where the problem really comes in at, because you're gonna do some shit that you have not perfect. Now how you gonna do that?
And I think women get too much credit sometimes. Is know how we always say that they care more or whatever. The reason why a woman could do that wild shit to you like that is because they have the ability to care less. We don't usually, bro, no matter who we fuck with, if we fuck with somebody long enough, bro, we move a certain type of way. You can have a girl that know you got a woman that know all this shit, right? And it's still, you still kind of filter how you conversate around her. You know, it's just because you give a fuck too much sometimes. And that's why you can't cheat good, is because a lot of times you can't even lie because you stuck between wanting to tell the truth and tell a lie, and then you fucking sound stupid and you get caught lying. They never stuck between telling the truth and a lie. It's a lie, and they're going to stick to the lie until you got evidence.
Right. And they know, but they know they can't though. Women lie like that because once that shit is uncovered, the jig's up. You ain't gonna be able to sell a nigga on nothing else. Mm-hmm. Like once I found out she couldn't sell me on shit else, she probably fucked it up for every other bitch I ever met after that. You feel me? A woman can't tell me nothing about nothing because the jig's up. Once I saw how cold a woman, because you view women differently. That's just you view the woman,
and that's a double standard with men though. But because y'all, you just said it's natural. Y'all do this shit every day.
It's not,
but you don't want me to view you different when you. You know,
but it's not a double standard. Our only reason it's not. There's no such thing as double standard. So throw that out.
Go ahead, finish. There's
no such thing as double. Which part? Because there's no such thing as double standard.
No, the part where you say, before she cut you off, what you say?
I'm probably high too, so that shit strong.
Damn, bro, that shit.
You're most definitely high.
Yeah. Listen, but what the fuck did you just say just now? Hey, swear to God. But listen, there's no such thing as double standards, all right? Okay. We've discussed this in previous podcasts, but I'll go back through it for maybe a first-time listener. And also you. Double standards are for people who end up doing shit they not supposed to be doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. That's what you think.
Everybody's created for a role. That's not what I think. That's life. We all created to do something. You're designed to do something. Humans are designed to walk, 100%. Talk a certain way. Birds are designed a certain way. Everyone serves a purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just things that also feel natural.
Right.
If a woman was taking care of me and I'm sitting on the house taking care of the children and doing all that shit, that's not natural to everybody.
Right.
They might not say nothing. They might let me live. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not natural.
Natural, I agree with
that. Because people understand that I'm viewed to operate a certain way. Mm-hmm. A man is built to operate a certain way. Now, women can desire to fuck other people. That's not what I'm saying. A woman's body is her own body. She can do what she wants to do with it. You understand?
Right.
But the boundaries that y'all put up are the boundaries that y'all set. We didn't set them shits for you.
Right.
Like the shit you only fuck with one nigga at a time and the whole shit and the bitch shit, y'all set that up. Y'all would look at it, if another woman came in a room full of women, and it's 100. If another woman came in a room full of 100 women, and somebody said, "Bitch, you fucked 1,000 niggas," every woman in there gonna be like, "She a hoe." Ain't a man in sight.
Right.
That's y'all standing for y'allself. It could be 100 men in the room, and AJ come in and be like, "That nigga AJ fuck all the hoes," and everybody gonna be like, "Man, that nigga cool as fuck." Right. Yeah. So there's no genders, there's no double standards. That's how y'all feel about
the standard they created.
Right. And I raised a little girl from ground up, so I don't want no woman to get offended by what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
When you raise a little girl, man, women are special. Like you can't want to be treated like you important, but don't want to act like you more important. You're more important than us. Your body is more special than us. Motherfuckers should have to walk through hoops to obtain you. Right. You're a more delicate, special creature. That's how you were created. You feel me?
Totally.
Right. Ain't nothing much to me. Niggas, men stink. We goddamn be musty. We sweat all the month. Ain't nothing special about us. All we do is get some money and dress up, and then that's all we got. Y'all can change our hair 50 different ways, look 50 different ways. Women are just special creatures. Right. So you're meant to act a certain way. Now, you don't have to. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But don't be mad at what come with it, because your own gender will look at you and be like, that's not what I want to be. Right. That's not for me.
No.
It ain't got nothing
without
to do
us
with
even present. Because we don't create the standard. We don't really create shit. We just adjust.
I'm about to say we follow.
That's
what we're meant to do. We're meant to follow from the front, though.
But y'all ain't following right.
It's because y'all ain't leading right.
She is right. I agree with you though.
Y'all not following.
Our culture is fucked up.
Like he said that we have a role. The men have a role as well.
Right.
We don't have any leaders. We don't have men who are stand up these days. We have a bunch of bullshit. Look what we got going on right now. We got a bunch of kids firing out because we don't have any men in the community. We don't have any men at home.
But Pete, this though, Michelle.
You know,
I watched a movie called Chirac, right? Mm-hmm. And then Chirac, what happened was everybody in Chicago was killing each other. Mm-hmm. So the women came together and they went on strike and said, until the killing stopped, we ain't giving nobody no pussy.
Yep, I saw that.
But it didn't stop at first. Everybody's like, man, fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. A little time passed. And motherfuckers started going home. Nick Cannon Green ass was the only one still out there trying to fuck out. I don't know why
they put that nigga in there.
I don't know either, but he was in there. Anyway, he was the only one still out there. So my point is this, is like women, it's easy for a woman to say that, man, we ain't got no real leaders, but we're not. The thing about it, everything we do is for a woman. The way we dress, the way we act, even when we was in school. If it was cool to the prettiest girl in the school for you to be smart, you tried to learn. If it was cool for you to be a bully, you were a fucking bully. And we only do the shit we get praised for. So everything we do, if we're performing and all of the praise that we get is coming from women and women are fucking accepting what we're doing, it's just like, y'all don't even understand that, like, there's women that say, I don't appreciate men saying bitches and hoes in songs.
Right.
If women weren't okay with that, we wouldn't do it. The only reason why we still do it is because you sing along with it and you dance to it. But if every woman in the world say, we ain't listening to no fucking music with no cursing in it. Hold on, I'm gonna give it to you.
Go ahead.
And we said we ain't fuck with nobody that make this type of music and call us bitches and hoes. Guess what rappers gonna do? Stop saying bitches and hoes. It was just a thing like 5 years ago to say faggot, sissy, gay, or just refer to something. Man, that shit was gay as fuck. Hey, it was okay.
We're gonna need to beep that out.
We ain't even beeping it out because I'm just being.
You just saying it on some.
Right, but it was okay to do that. But what happened is the standard changed when people stopped accepting it. And it was a thing that where like I'd be like, man, that shit gay as hell. And everybody in the room say, damn, bro, that's offensive.
Right.
No matter what my ego want me to do, I'm gonna have to adapt. So what I'm saying, I say that to say this, is that men are fucked up because women accept fucked up men. If women chose it, because the thing about it, y'all can do without us. Y'all know how to close y'all legs for months and not fuck for a long time. We don't know how to do that. But if y'all did that and said, we ain't changing, we ain't fucking with nobody, then they up to this standard. If every woman in the United States right now said, we ain't fucking with men with Jerry curls, we all in the salon tomorrow.
Getting Jerry curls.
We getting Jerry curls. We getting them because that's what women require. So it's the blame is on us, but it's on them. Because at the same time.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you get out because I got some. I disagree too.
I can't agree with that because we require so much more. You just don't. I think that men have failed to rise to the occasion.
Because y'all still fucking us.
No. Because if you are the head and you're designed to lead, I mean,
we're not designed to lead though. That's what I'm telling you.
What are you designed to do?
Women are designed to lead. Men are designed. It's just like walking a dog. You got a big ass pit bull. I say this all the time. You got a big ass pit bull. You walking it. It's in front of you, and it will kill anything that's in your path. And it's gonna do whatever you say. Tell it to do.
Correct.
But if you don't train it properly, it's gonna be a dumbass dog, and it's not gonna do what it's supposed to do. But not. I want to get off track. You walking this dog, and this dog is in front of you. It's a more powerful specimen. It's a more dangerous specimen. But it's only dangerous because of you, because it's in front of you and you have control on it from behind. So women are meant to lead that way. Women are meant to lead from behind.
Right.
We are meant to be in front because we bigger, stronger. We are the protectors.
That's mentally.
So
you know, but at some point we live in this 2021.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of educated men, and I think in the times where women we thinking 30, 40 years ago, when women probably were more educated than men and still are. Now we have more men who are advanced, doing well in life, you know, but they still can't seem to get in a damn structure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got motherfuckers with $1 million, but you gun each other down. You don't have the mental capacity to know that this shit is about family. And that's what we missing in our community, the structure, the discipline. You know, it's not my job to make you a whole man, to give you structure, to give you discipline, to know what the fuck this is when you have this role.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That's some shit that you got to find from within yourself.
Right, but it is it is your job. It is your job.
My God,
but
it's my job to speak it into you, but it's your job to carry it out.
It's your job to not accept less.
It's so my thing job
is, if you feel what I'm saying? If I don't meet these standards, I shouldn't be welcome to you. And that will make me change my standards. So my thing is like it's like, bro, everything the world is centered around a woman, whether she believes it or not.
I know that it is.
Everything is.
You know, I was just
everything.
Telling somebody,
so if everything is centered around you, everything is controlled by you in a sense.
You know, women have to take responsibility. You know, everybody want to put off on the women. If you look back at history, we talking Sojourner Truth, we talking about Harriet Tubman. We have been carrying the black community for a long damn time. You know, I think black women are the most respected species and people in America. You know, because we don't have anybody fighting and defending us when we're forefront. You know, every time we're up against something, you're right. It's always a plethora of women on board trying to get this movement started. You have very few men that show up for anything. From the black church to anything. Everything is built mainly on women. 85% of women. So we doing our part. The question is, where the hell y'all at? You can't get in position.
Let me jump in.
Here?
Go ahead.
What y'all talking about is something that we deal with every day in life in this culture.
Right.
We are the only race that are at odds, whether it's light versus dark, male versus female. You understand? And that's the real setback in our community. And we had these fights for nothing. And let me explain why. First of all, your analogy about the dog, the human walking the dog, right? You saying that men are supposed to take responsibility. He's saying that women are supposed to be in control. Let me explain. Yes, men are supposed to take responsibility. Yes. Both of y'all are right in so many senses. You understand? Men are built to take control. We're meant to be dominant, meant to be followed. You understand? The problem in our community when it comes to women from time to time is the word submission. It's viewed as a weakness. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not. Submission is not a form of weakness. And I use this example all the time. You ever familiar with you ever seen Suicide Squad, the movie? The Joker, Deadshot and all them people, right?
Yeah.
Joker's one of my favorite villains because he's he's a savage just for the sake of being a savage. He's not a good guy on the inside. He don't have no reason for doing chaos. He's just a Joker, right?
Right.
So in the Suicide Squad, the Joker meets Harley Quinn. You heard of Harley Quinn, right? No. Okay, and if you ever watched the movie, right, his girlfriend, he meets Harley Quinn in this insane asylum. She breaks him out, right? Mm-hmm. And he turns her into a crazy psycho. But she'll do anything that he says, right? Right. So the Joker being the Joker is like, fuck that. I don't do love. I'm the Joker. I'm a killer. I'm a savage, whatever. So he tries to kill Harley Quinn. He knows she can't swim. He takes her to this warehouse, and there's fucking toxic waste, fucking big ass, whatever, filled with toxic waste. Mm-hmm. And he says, do you trust me? She said, yeah. And he pushes this bitch in, knowing that she can't swim. Now, this is a killer. A killer push you in something for you to drown. Ain't nothing for him to do, right? Mm-hmm. I kill many people. So as he's walking off, he feels this pressure that he ain't never felt before, especially from a killer like him. He's a savage, right? And as he's walking away, he realizes that I'll never be able to replace what I just pushed down in that toxic waste tank. Right. So he runs. This is a savage now. He runs and jumps off and goes and saves Harley Quinn. And she knew he would do that. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the movie, everybody is afraid of Harley Quinn, not the Joker, because whatever she does, that nigga gonna come. You understand?
That dog.
Right. So what I'm saying is, in our community, submission, there's an odds for equality. There's a battle for who's the lead. There's this 50-50 mantra. I used to work at the hospital. This is no fucking lie. I worked at the hospital doing insurance. And when you do insurance, that's very important in the family. People might be having surgery, you're pulling plugs, all kind of shit, right? So we took an ethics class, and they teach you how to talk to each different race and religion. You understand? Mm-hmm. Every race was go in the room, talk to the male first, and the male will relay the message to the wife or make eye contact with the male, and then he will relay the message to the wife. You understand? Every race. You know what the only race was that says go in the room and find the dominant woman was?
Black folks.
Black folks. People. Find the dominant woman in the room, whether it's Big Mama, the wife, anybody.
But I mean,
but listen, it's our dynamic that's thrown off altogether. That's why you both write in the same sentence. Mm-hmm. But that's not any of our faults.
That's past trauma.
Right. Our culture was divided like that by the people who brung us here.
Right.
We are at odds with each other because that is what we have been trained to think and see based on the government, based on slavery, and that's why we are at odds with one another. All the roles are off. Black women were put in the position to be dominant. Black men will put in a position to be broken. Right. You understand? So we developed a disdain for one another.
Right.
Black women looking at men saying they should be stronger. Men looking at black women saying you should be softer and more empathetic. Mm-hmm. And now we're at odds with one another because of our trauma and our culture.
I totally agree.
But answer this. What's your opinion on, because if I had to put you in a situation where I say choose a culture that does it right, I want you to tell me what culture that is and why.
Two different cultures, man.
Okay, run it for me.
It's white people and Asian people.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I had shout out to my ex, you probably see this and be mad at me, but when she broke up with me, this is a black woman that I love. You know the woman I'm talking about. Still love her to this day with all my heart. You understand what I'm saying? But she ended up walking out on me, and I said to myself, I never date another black woman again. The reason why is because I know.
Wow.
Listen, but listen, I was hurt at the time. You understand? It was totally incorrect way of thinking. But when I was in college, my homeboys from Cali used to be like, man, why you keep dating all them black bitches, man? Try something different. It ain't like that over here. They had white and Asian bitches. I'm like, nah, I'm with my black women. That's what I with, right? So this time, I done got my heart broke. I done lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. I spoiled this. I'm done. Fuck black women. I'm done. I'm out. So I go get me a white woman, right?
Right.
Cool. Instantly, I could feel the difference. Now, that's not all great. The passion wasn't the same. There's a certain love between blacks that you just can't. That love is powerful, right? So I didn't feel that necessarily, but the dynamic of how she treated me. And I realized how how traumatized I was just from a relationship stance. Because I'm in that relationship with that white woman doing shit.
How to accept it.
And she looking at me like, what's wrong with you, man? Go ahead. Like, I'm like, babe, what you want to do today? Because I used to wake up every day and think, how can I make her happy? That's the only way we can have a good day, right? My strong black woman, right? I wake up with the white girl and I'm like, hey, what you want to do today? She like, nigga, what do you want to do today? I'm fine. Whatever you choose. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. Mm-hmm. When I got ready to fuck, there was no questions.
It wasn't a chore.
Oh my God. She couldn't wait for me to pull my black dick out every day. It was the best thing to happen. It was the best thing to happen to her all day. You understand what I'm saying? When I was with my black woman, I had to make sure, like, hey, baby, how you know, I used to have to ask for pussy. That's one of the worst feelings in the world.
And I want to pause you. I'm going to let you continue. I want everybody to understand that there's a difference when we talk about culture. There are black people in white culture and there are white people in black culture.
Exactly.
And as he's telling this story, he doesn't mean, when he says white woman, he doesn't mean white women. He's talking about white culture.
Absolutely.
But go ahead.
Absolutely. So that experience in itself was different. My friends had always told me about Asian cultures were the same way. You understand?
Right.
When you learn about their culture, the dynamics are still both put together. If you go over to Asia, they're still in their natural environment. White people obviously created this environment. They're still in their natural habitat. So gender roles still exist properly, and that's why their relationships, they're not perfect at all. There's no such thing as that whatsoever. Neither are Asians, for that matter. You understand? But their dynamics are more suited for how you are naturally set up because they're still living in their environment. We're the only ones that were stripped of our natural habitat and environment.
And you and you just said out of your own mouth that she thought that you were crazy when you were, you know,
the white woman,
right?
Yeah, right.
Because she knew that you were outside of your dynamics. You know, you wasn't accustomed to what you were receiving, but yet she wasn't accustomed to what you were giving either.
Right. But she wanted me to take charge, brother. I'm doing what you're doing. Yeah.
To take charge, but she didn't know your role in the black community because we have that trauma.
Right.
But we still have that knowledge. You know, it's all about decision and choices. It's all about knowing the ramifications of those choices. You know, you can have 5 bitches, but you got 5 light bills. You got 5 car notes. You know, but you know, we think of mathematics now. You know, and the most chicks, we thinking mathematically. You can't afford 2 of us.
No, you should only have as far as dating, you should only have as many women as you can afford. If you can't afford the one, you should only have one. That's why I originally asked you. I said, "What's the price before you spot a nigga one?"
I was about to go back to that.
If I'm $100 million nigga, and my wife think I'm faithful. I mean, that's just a lack on your part. Why would you think that?
That's what you're going to do. Money is freedom.
Money is freedom. Absolutely.
Money is freedom.
1,000%.
So, you know, and that's just what it is. It's not about what your wife allowed. Right. It's what your money allowed. Money is freedom.
Right. So that's why I would like
my wife. Right. I would like my wife.
No woman is gonna spot a man.
Yeah, they are women. They are women who spot their men.
Yeah, they are.
You got,
but they regret in the end.
You got 2 or 3.
Yeah, listen, there are some rich men out here living a way that you wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah,
their wife just understand. I'm not saying they completely happy and all that shit.
It's funny. We love to call ourselves kings and queens. What's up, king? What's up, queen?
Right.
But go back to those times to where we were kings and queens. Do you understand that kings had concubines?
Right.
These women didn't mean anything to him. You feel me? This was just recreation.
Kings had castles,
and the queen understand exactly. So that's why if you ain't no fucking king,
not
you don't deserve no
concubine.
Not everybody's a fucking king. Everybody ain't moving like a king. So my thing is, like he said, you should only be able to allow in the oldest cultures, you're only allowed as many as you can afford.
Right.
If you can afford 2 wives, you didn't get 2 wives. And the thing about it is because we had this conversation where we had this podcast before talking about basically what the hell I was going to say, man. Damn, bro.
Listen, shout out to you. You the first one to light a cigarette on the set. I didn't even know that was allowed. Listen, as co-founder, I almost said, is that in the rule book?
Hey, what time are we at? That's the gangster that just came out.
48
minutes it came out.
Oh man,
y'all bullshit, all of y'all.
But listen,
I ain't smelled no cigarette in this video.
Nah, listen, it's all good though.
Some new rules.
Anxiety Issues Podcast, whatever you bring.
Nigga at the casino in this thing.
Gonna learn today.
We need some fucking
hey, man.
She ain't fucking.
I fell out there. I was at the Beau Rivage, man. I said, damn, bro. Nigga at the casino, little slot machine at this.
I can't wait till the white porn star come on and snort some coke off the table. I'm like,
I guess that's what we do.
Yeah. That's how we doing.
But for the record, I'm back with black women. I don't want nobody to think I just said. Nah, listen.
I was gonna ask you that question. Like, so would you ever go back now that you?
But I want to say this though, bro. Everything about black culture ain't lit, bro. So let's stop acting like other cultures ain't got lit shit. White people got lit shit, and
I'm not saying that they don't have lit shit.
They got lit shit, but I'm just saying every time a black man talks about anything outside of his culture, it's almost like he's selling out. You can't give credit to nothing outside of black people, and it's like because it's like if a black man says white culture lit relationship wise.
Right.
Black women automatically saying, "Well, go get you a white bitch." I'm like, that ain't what I'm saying.
First of all, that ain't no punishment. By the way, y'all gonna stop saying that shit. Like I've been there. It wasn't that bad. Listen, I had a good time. I got more pussy with that white bitch than anything. Listen, she was ready to fuck every day. She pet that dog daily.
Men condition but can't take it. That's always been a way.
I'm talking about cheating.
Anything.
Because y'all cheat different.
Anything.
Y'all cheat wrong.
We do everything
that
different.
They cheat wrong.
No,
y'all cheat wrong. Y'all cheat. Y'all fuck niggas you like. Y'all cheat with niggas you like. Why would you do that? I don't fuck women I like. That's an insult. What you mean? That's an insult to my girlfriend. Why would I fuck another girl I like? I don't even fuck her the same. I don't kiss her, help her, take her clothes off. You think I ever unsnap my side bitch bra? Bitch, if you don't do that shit yourself, I'm already terrible at it. I'm not doing that to you. Right. So all I'm saying is, so my girl just need to know, like, we not fucking her the same. Your girl will fuck her side nigga better than she fuck you. Man, what? She get his balls and everything.
Something you did.
Huh?
You deserved it.
No, I didn't.
I got a story, bro. I had the same. Me and my bro had a situation like this. He was going with a girl, and when she would be around, you know, sometimes your homie girl give you weird vibes. Yeah. Like I should never feel uncomfortable with your girl. I should never feel funny when you leave the room. Like the energy change.
Right.
I told him, I'm like, bro, she ain't it, bro. He like, man, chill, bro. I'm like, she ain't it, bro. I can fuck her. Yeah. Man, chill out, bro.
You should have fucked.
So he go out of town, and I say, I'm gonna show you something, bro, because you don't believe me. Give me that girl number. He gave me the number. Now, mind you, I was fucking with a friend.
Right.
They were best friends. Dirtbag shit. But
nah, that's not dirtbag.
No, I'm in general. I'm just letting you know. I'm a dirtbag in this story.
Okay.
So I said, give me that girl number, bro. He give me the number. I text her. I'm like, what's going on? And she like, who is this? I'm like, this Bone. I was like, yeah, I got. I stole your number out of bro's phone when he wasn't looking. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you be looking at me funny, whatever. Right. Ha ha ha, LOL. That LOL. It was
over with from there.
Right there.
So I'm like, man, I'm about. I went straight to it, bro. Man, I'm about to scoop you up. You feel? I'm gonna scoop you up and you come kick it with me. Then she get what she say. She don't say no. She say, I'm with her, meaning the friend that I fuck with.
Right.
I said, just tell her you gotta pull off for a minute. You just walk into the store or something. Came out, walked up the street, scooped her up. We ain't said 2 words. I drive her to mine. It's a shotgun house too, bro. This almost like a trap house. I don't even think this bitch got a real bed in it.
Right.
And I'm finna, you feel me? So we pull over to the spot. We walk into this fucking abandoned looking ass house, and we go in the room, and I just grab her by the hair, push her head down.
Yeah.
She going crazy. She going ape shit. I clean up. I take her back to her.
Boy, and FaceTime was available back then.
And mind you, I'm not doing this like on no, I want really want to smash her shit. It's like I want to prove them something.
You kind of want to.
No, that's right.
But he kind of wanted.
Listen,
yeah, that was grimy.
I wanted to cook her too.
Yeah, I
was about to say because if not, this is one hell of a way to prove a point.
If he had a,
don't ever try to.
But I told you so. I told you so was more important than the pussy to me.
No, I get it. I get it. But if he was terrible, he'd have to find out some other kind of way.
Okay. All right.
So you'd have just showed the text.
So long story short, I drop off and I hit him. I hit him. I said, yeah, man, I hit up old girl, bro. He said, did she text you back? I said, man, I just dropped off, bro. He said,
that nigga said, did she text you back?
Yeah, oh shit. I said, man, I just dropped off, bro. I said, if I cleaned the ass up, he bugging. He like, man, I can't believe this shit, bro. Woo. He said, what happened? I said, man, I just pulled up to the spot, grabbed her by her hair, made her put her head down, and she went crazy. Get what he say?
She ain't never.
Man, she ain't never even sucked my dick.
I knew it.
So that go to show you, boy, motherfucker go crazy with that extra,
I knew
bro.
it.
It was so funny, bro. I'm just like, man, like it.
But
like,
that's what you
that's
really
wicked.
want to do.
That's wicked, bro.
But you did the right thing.
Fuck.
Your partner
that's
wicked
really
as fuck. That's your partner should be able to try to fuck your own.
I saved his life.
You
should be able to.
You did not say that.
I did save his life.
He did.
But he still be with her right now.
If that girl
would have fell in love, deep in love, and
if that girl can fuck your homeboy,
she been doing everybody.
If that girl can fuck your homeboy,
she'll fuck anybody.
Yeah. My only responsibility for my homeboy is to tell me if you cook her.
100%.
Now if you fucking my girl, don't tell me. And you come around us and everything, and
we gotta fight.
Right now you're not my nigga.
Now you want to fight.
Now you're not my nigga. You if that's the only response. I tell my homeboy, if I bring a girl around any one of y'all, and y'all can fuck her, please do.
You know, that's men shit. That's
because I shouldn't be able to.
Facts.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
that's what y'all do.
That's why I don't understand when somebody get caught up in something. They call the person that's like I find out you fucking my girl and I call you. What the fuck I'm calling you for?
I just said that. Well, you fucking my girl.
No, call her.
Probably, but that's how you got my number.
Right. Yeah, like I don't go with you, bro.
Yeah.
She go. You feel me? She go with you.
Dying about that, baby.
Yeah, nigga say keep it real with me, dog. You can tell me, nigga, why would I fuck my pussy up? I'm not fucking my pussy. No, I never fucked.
I didn't.
Never fucked.
No. I don't want to.
Never touched him.
Yeah, we cool.
As soon as she thank you for not telling him, you welcome.
Man.
Saturday still? Okay, cool.
What time?
Right.
That's
how that shit is, man.
You're a dirty motherfucker.
Man, let's lighten the mood up, though. AJ, tell me something, man. As an R&B singer, what's the weakest shit you ever did for a girl you like? What's the first? Every nigga done had a fuck nigga moment, and I'm gonna tell my story too, though.
And we want to know. We really just trying to see if an R&B.
What's the most R&B moment you done had with a woman? Like if a nigga could see you, be like, that nigga's on some sucker shit.
Boy,
what was that?
Weird shit, did.
Yeah, like why you do that, man?
Bro, I can't even. Okay,
singer gonna keep it real. Like I ain't never.
No. I'm gonna definitely keep it real. But
okay, then.
You know, it's crazy because even though I do R&B music, I feel like to be honest, that's where the most of my emotion actually comes out. I don't really do a whole bunch of emotional things, but there is one time that I can remember that.
That's all we need is one, baby.
Yeah,
and every nigga you a nigga that said you ain't had it.
Yeah, no. Every nigga
I can't wait to tell you mine.
Yeah, okay,
go ahead.
But I ain't gonna lie, boy. I was with a chick, and
he can tell us some shit he gonna regret telling us.
Nah, I ain't even regret it. I ain't because it's facts. You know, I was with a chick. I was in love with her, and it just got to the point like I knew, men have intuition too, and we go back to that wall that women can just build up on some, on some, and to be honest, the type of person that I am, like, okay, if you cheated, if you could tell me this one thing, you feel me, but it's just that it's that one thing when I ask you, when I know I'm 100% right, but you treat me like I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's cold.
I see everything, and you like, oh, you insecure. You try, and I'm like, damn, man.
Am I insecure?
You feel me? And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to check myself, check my own ego. Like, nigga, get out your feelings, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
You finna fuck
One
up a
time
good thing.
I let that shit get to me. One day I just had enough of that shit, bro. And I really I was like, by the bushes, bro. Like, no cap. I was.
Where you was?
I was by the bushes, boy. I'm telling you. Not literally hiding behind the bushes, but I pulled up to the crib. I pulled up to the crib. Yeah. Just waiting in the whip, just on some weird nigga shit.
That's
bro.
Not weird, man. Let's cut that out.
Nigga shit. No, bro. Fuck that. Because I can look back. No, because I can look back at this. But this is me. This is me. I was 19. This is 19-year-old me, but on some real shit.
But now, mind you, hold on, I got to interject because I want you to better picture the story in your head. AJ is a fit guy now. Right. He wasn't always fit.
Oh yeah, this is fat AJ.
So it's a fat 19-year-old jit.
This is
in the bushes, brother. Go ahead, though.
This is fat AJ, but I still had hoes. So, but
you can sing shit.
You feel me? It's still happening. But this is when I actually decided, okay, I'm gonna get in the relationship. I'm finna slow down on the hoes. So when I got into that relationship and I focused full front, we was talking about this. Like, you focused everything. I focused everything on this woman, and I even passed up opportunities musically back then because I was so
I can relate to that.
Focused on this woman and the love and the passion, so that when she did step out, my mind stepped out as well, and I did I did some shit that like I look at now like, boy, that was some weak ass shit. Like,
but that goes back to what we talked about before we came on the air, is that I don't think women understand what a man is like at his full capacity. It's like it's the difference between a man that's fucking off on you and a faithful man. That man that fucking that's killing the kids, the dog, and that's a faithful man. Because if you fuck up on a faithful man, you got a lunatic on your hands. There's no way around it, because every man has that crazy dude in him.
Absolutely.
Every man got that Bush's trip in him.
Fact.
But it's just like once you leave yourself vulnerable enough to get in that position, and then somebody betrays you in that life, you got all your eggs in one basket, and somebody come along and knock all your eggs out your basket.
You know,
we don't run and slaughter.
We betray y'all image of
Y'all
saying?
Yeah, man. You don't want the guy by your bushes. He weird.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Faithful men are weird.
Did you catch
He was 19.
Huh?
Did you see something? Did she have a nigga pull up? Or did you catch something?
Oh, she had somebody pull up. I did catch something, and that ended up ending the relationship. But it was crazy because I ended up getting right back with her, and then I broke it off again. But it was like that's why just a whole series
I don't think
of
it's
like,
lame though. He caught something. If you feel
but
like
even though I caught something, I didn't catch everything because it was done so on point that it was like.
Man, my story is crazy. I got did dirty too, but I earned it. I will say that off rip before I even tell the story.
Okay.
I've always been a cheater.
Okay.
You feel me? So I was a cheater, but this was a girl that didn't really fuck off or didn't really like for the most part.
But you did some fuck nigga shit within this. All right,
100%. So
see, Michelle, you don't want no faithful nigga. You think you see what happened to faithful niggas?
Yeah.
This how a nigga act though. You want a nigga with some.
And this is only after 6 months of being faithful. I ain't even been faithful.
Oh, that pussy was fire though.
6 months, 100%. So
I mean, she had a little hair on it. That pussy that fight on you.
And on top of
ball
that,
pussy don't have you.
On top of that, I ain't really had no money at the time. So when you got somebody that's doing well, that's smart and talented, and you ain't got shit.
That's what I said.
You extra psycho.
Ain't got no
Yeah, because you like you. This shit is some shit you need on top of some shit you want.
You ain't felt like that since you been successful.
No,
you ain't met no pussy that good.
Ain't gonna never make me feel like that again. But so I had to go out of town. And mind you, her car isn't working, so she's driving my car.
Right.
And before I left, I've never been a go through your phone type of dude, but I just had a feeling. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? And it's always your girl always got that friend that she talk about that be like, oh, what's the name was there? Woo, and it just be like in passing. And you always second guess like, and you look at them and you know like that's the type of dude she'll give some pussy to too.
Right.
So I had that going, and
that's
I'm already chick.
See how a nigga mind is though.
So right.
Y'all don't
but
you know how fucked that is to be like, shit. My girl to fuck. My girl to fuck. My dude to fuck. My girl to fuck that nigga.
So I go through a phone.
Yeah.
I go through a phone while she in the shower. Boom. I go through out in the phone while she in the shower. I see the text messages and shit. Boom. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go out of town. I go out of town. Now it's not saying anything about them meeting up. I just can feel it. I'm like, she fucking this nigga often too. You feel me? So I go. I leave the keys. I go out of town. Fake go out of town, and I come back that night. You feel me? And I come back to the crib, and the car ain't there. You know, so I go upstairs, and I'm in the bed laying down, and I'm texting. I'm like, what you got going on? She's like, nothing, sleep, just laying down. I'm like, cool. I'm like, you at the crib? She was like, yeah. I was like, bet.
But you at the crib?
I'm at the crib, in the bed. I'm like, bet. So I asked another question, and she was kind of, she got nervous. So wherever she was at, she got the fuck up real quick. And she started heading home. And when she got there and turned the light on, I was already in the bed. And it was just like, yeah, bro. So fucking weird. So weird. Can you imagine turning the lights on and a mad dude in his boxers?
Why you just wasn't at the front door or something? Why you had to be in the bed?
And you know that pose, the pose that you got in your head that I had? That one.
Damn.
I ain't even have to. You didn't even have to tell me what pose it was. I was like that in the bed.
The fact that you stayed there when she cut the lights. So where you been?
Yeah, exactly. In my drawers, bro. Every bit of Ike Turner was going through me in that moment, brother. I was bugging. But that's why, and that's only after 6 months of being faithful. After just fucking dogging people out. Y'all right. We can't take what we get.
That pussy with a little slight hair on to do it to you every time though. Man, that little slight hair.
That was my story though, bro. That was the most sucker shit I ever did, and I ain't did no sucker shit since.
Right.
And I don't really feel like that's sucker shit. I just think that's faithful, psycho shit.
Right. That was crazy.
It's just not in.
Yeah. What you got, man? Come on.
Oh
man.
I need to hear what you. Yeah. What the hell you?
One of them, I don't really think it's sucker shit. It's just for the same bitch too. This how you know I love you. Stinking bitch, wherever you at. I still love your stupid ass. But I got two. So I'll tell them to you quickly.
Go ahead,
First one, I took this girl, man. This is a girl, like I said, again, I'm setting the scene for you. Girl I love, one of the man, thought I was gonna be with the rest of my life, right? A homegirl had a birthday in Jacksonville, so we drive to Jacksonville from Atlanta, right? We get down there, it's Monday. I drove all the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired as fuck. We get to the hotel. My girl say, let's just go to dinner with her. Cause this Monday is her actual birthday, and we'll do something on the weekend. I said, all right, cool. We pull up to dinner. Her homegirl want to go out. It's her birthday. She said, babe, let's just go for an hour. I know you sleepy. We did all that driving, whatever. Cool, no problem, right? So I said, okay. We had dinner. We go to this club down in Jacksonville on a Monday night. We pull up, man. It's about 10:30. It's early. You feel me? But I'm gonna be cool. We only got an hour, right? That's what my girl told me. We cool. All right. Yeah. So I'm going up to the line. I ain't shaved my head or nothing. We just got in town. I'm bald head. So if I got the fucking Mr. T or anything, I'm not. It's hat or nothing. Right. So I get to the front of the line, buddy. Like, hey, you can't wear no hats in here. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. I just ain't going in. I'm not taking this bitch off for nothing. So cool. I give my girl like $300, and I'm like, y'all go in. Y'all have drinks. I only got an hour, right? No problem, right? I'm cool, baby. Do your thing. I can take a baby nap in the car, whatever, right? So I go back to the car, cut a little music on, lay back for a minute, set my alarm clock. Cool. I wake up, an hour, 15, and my girl ain't said nothing. You feel me? Check my phone, ain't no text messages or nothing. So I got the right mind to say, I'm going to go in the club with this George Jefferson and see what the fuck going on. That's what I thought at first. Right? But then I kind of got curious. Like, my mind started turning. Like you say, we Scorpios, we overthinkers. Right. So I'm like, well, how long could she leave me out here? This is the love of my fucking life, right? If my love of my life was in the car, and it was my best friend's birthday, it was your birthday, I don't know, if you were signing your album for your contract for your album, right? I got a few minutes for you, man. Congratulations, my bitch is in the car.
Right.
They send you to jail for leaving the dog in the car too long. Right. It's just something you don't do to something you care about, right?
Right.
So, okay, cool. Man, I get out the motherfucking car, man. I say, all right, I'm going to go across the street, text some niggas, see what's going on. She got to be coming, right? At the time, what's that Jesus song that, it wasn't super free. The one with Plies in it. That was my favorite. Lose My Mind. Yeah. One of my favorite songs. So that shit came on. That's why I can remember the shit, right? So that shit came on. And I walked across the street from the club. I'm sitting there texting. It's going on about 2 hours now, brother. It's 12 o'clock right now, right? Well, how the fuck long can my girl leave me in this car, brother? To club, my nigga. You feel me?
Right.
Cool. I bum a cigarette from a nigga. I'm getting mad. I don't really smoke like that, but I'm getting hot though. My girl, brother, I looked up, brother, 2 hours later, after that moment, after I got the cigarette, there was just people coming out the club. The lights came on, brother. My bitch closed the club down with me in the car, dog. Listen, I just help me explain. And for people watching this,
you are wild,
bruh.
6 hours.
When you break it down like that, like fuck.
Go ahead, man.
Brother, this the love of my life, dog. So people watching this story, like I still fought with a homegirl, Toya, who was there that night. I still love you. Dominique, your sister, I still love you. But, brother, I just got to know I could never sit in a club. Brother, it's just a club. Right. Music, drink, shit I done seen 1,000,000 times. This bitch club more than me. How could you leave me in a motherfucking car until the club closed, my nigga? So when she got in the car, I got in the back seat. The bitch looked back and said, what's wrong with you?
Oh, shit.
Brother, what's wrong with me? Listen, I lost my shit, brother. I came unglued back.
Why was you in the back seat?
Because I couldn't drive. I'm not doing nothing else for you. Take this motherfucker home. Drive your homegirl home. Whatever. I just couldn't believe that though. The bitch. Do you understand? I had to be, and she was mad at me, brother. People don't understand this kind of shit I went through. You understand? So this all wrong with you, right? So this all the shit I've been through. Like, so I done been a sucker a couple times for this one particular person. Loved her to death, and that's why this shit just it blows my mind sometimes. The kind of shit you could do, right? The other time, this one wasn't funny, but it's traumatic because the bitch ended up walking out on me on Christmas. You feel me? on Merry Christmas. Packed her shit on the holidays and got the fuck. I ain't even tripping though. She started working in Atlanta, at the nursing Grady Hospital. Keep in mind, I took her up there, bought her first set of scrubs, got a 5-star hotel so she can do the interview just to feel comfortable, right? Cool. So I get a phone call. I'm down here in Pensacola. I get a phone call. She crying hysterically. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? She like, hey, a needle poked me. And the patient was HIV positive, right? I'm like, oh shit. So she at home freaking the fuck out. You got a week waiting until the labs come back or whatever, right? Cool. So she losing it so bad, I'm like, man, what can I do? I just take off. I said, babe, cool, let me pack my bags, I'm on my way. I made it there about 10 o'clock that night. You feel me? This is how much in love with this bitch I was, brother. I couldn't figure out how to make her stop crying. How you make the love of your life stop crying? She could have AIDS. She could be finna check up out of here. You feel me? That's the myth about it. AIDS ain't gonna kill you right away. Or it ain't no death sentence now. But you know how people think about it, right? Right. Cool. Now keep in mind, my old lady was the type you had to fuck with a rub on. She was scared of pregnancies and shit like that. So that's another crazy thing. I did some fuck nigga shit. I'm with a bitch 2 years with a rubber. That don't make no sense. That's belligerent. Flagrant foul. Listen, but never again.
I don't know how you did that.
If a bitch with me for 3 weeks, the rubber is gone. I'm done with that line. But that's just where I was with it.
Right there.
Right. Now, funny how I couldn't figure out what to do. She crying. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to be with you forever. I'm going to rock out with you, dog.
You fucked the tears away.
I went right in that bitch. No rubber, no nothing. Listen, it's funny how she didn't object that time either. But we won't even mention that. But I said to myself, I love you so much that whatever you got, I'll go through this motherfucker with you, dog.
Right. You pretty much signed yourself up for the call.
And would have been comfortable with. Whatever you got, we'll go to them shits together. We'll take that medicine together. We'll rock out. I ain't gonna never leave nobody out.
That type of love is what makes
different level.
But go ahead though.
And 3 years later, she left me on Christmas. That's crazy. Now that I had AIDS, she still left me on Christmas. That bitch was thorough. I'd have just been listen. You know how mad I'd be if you broke up with me and I got AIDS from you. That's
purposely got AIDS from you. On purpose.
Yeah. Just to make sure that you felt better.
Yeah, to me too.
Just to make sure that you felt better.
That's how cold I think she is. I would have took AIDS, she still have left me just like normal and figured it out.
You would not be sitting across from me 2-4.
No, right, dead. Everybody dead. We just speed up the process. We got AIDS. It ain't gonna be long. I'm just saying. Fuck. But that's so everybody done played. That's why I say as cool as I sit up here and when I meet bitches and I go through my little shit with them and they think I got my shit together and got no feelings. That ain't true. Every man got feelings for a certain type of woman. You feel me? She was in complete control. She just didn't lead me in no dirt. She didn't motivate me to be that type of motherfucker. She just drained and took until I ain't had nothing left and then she was out. So that's why I gave white bitches a shot. That's how I got there. all that shit, you like, fuck.
You don't want to hear nothing motherfucker got to say to you.
Man, for real. If you had goddamn curly hair, bitch, you don't get out of here. You let you break my heart no more. What? Oh man, listen, I'm black. Talking about what you mix with. What are you? I love black women though. Y'all just so y'all know I'm talking shit.
Man,
my girl is black now,
bro.
But yeah, that's why. But that's what look. Right now, if I was out cheating, I wouldn't have had that problem. I'd have been all right. But that's that faithful nigga shit. Though.
Right.
I was completely faithful.
Now you still, and it's like motherfuckers still be recovering from
my
that
one
shit.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is that these stories were so long ago, and we still remember them like it was yesterday. That's because them shit caused trauma. And when you give a motherfucker all to yourself, bro, and it don't work out, that shit'll give you trauma. Both sides, men and women. Right. But we all got to do better. Both sides got to do better. But that's gonna take a whole lot of unlearning. A lot of shit. Yeah. That's the way we are. It's shit that's taught and it's in our DNA, and we gotta fucking weed it out. And we do that. We don't leave it in our kids' DNA by changing it within ourselves. Now we just got to do better on both sides. Women got to do a better job. Men got to do a better job. It ain't no one person's fault. It's just it's none of our fault really because we inherited this shit. Yeah. And if you inherit some shit that's not good, it's your job to make it better.
Facts. Michelle, you got to come back and talk. We got to do an episode just on that dynamic because that little brief debate y'all had is really what black relationships are right now.
That debate.
Let me say something to that before we go though. I think you know that all black women want to be submissive to black men, but it's all about the right mix. Mm-hmm. You know, it's about putting together the dynamics and the two people with the right mindset that share the same vision. Okay. Because I think that we get in relationships prematurely based on stability. We're searching for different things. And I don't think that we have sat down and actually truly had that conversation of what we want out of that, and where we're going in that. A lot of people get into those relationships anticipating things, first of all, are not realistic.
That's a fact. So, that's a fact. Expectations of motherfuckers. What we
have to do, what Bone said is break down those barriers, get back to the basics, and what little basics that we still have that, what we have acquired from then to now to build upon, because we joke, we tease about this bullshit, but we all know it's going to take some family dynamics within our culture to make some shit, have things happen in our community. That's what it's going to take for us to acquire wealth. That's where we're different than most cultures. We lack that. Right. So, we got to have that real conversation amongst our peers, men and women because we got to have people who have the ability to guide and lead. I think that getting into relationships very young is bad for both men and women. You don't have the opportunity to, hell, get out here and really explore your options and see what life has to offer you. Right. You know, in our culture, we damn near have babies by the time we're 16, 17 years old. Yeah. So we've chosen our mate already for a lifetime. So I think that, you know, we've got to get to where we got to get to planned parenting. You know, if you're going to do what you do, hell, you can have 5 chicks, but you can't have 14 babies. You know, and that changes the dynamics of the family. You know, so, you know, I agree with you. We got to have a real conversation. Absolutely. But I thank you, gentlemen, for inviting me. I had a blast.
Nah, it was a pleasure having you, though. We needed that energy that you brung. You know what I mean? A lot of, especially female guests we had. You know, and I know when you cut the cameras on, everybody a little, you know, standoffish, but you was ready to go. And AJ, man, I apologize to you too, man. I know you got so much going on musically that we wanted to have a music podcast initially.
Oh man, I ain't tripping.
Yeah, but we had another guest set up to come in.
I'm
but
with the musician.
And that's a credit to you, man. Not often do we bring somebody on here for something that's outside of their field and feel comfortable enough going somewhere else. So that's to give you credit that we don't think of you as just a musician. We think you're intelligent enough for us to go off of music and talk about real life shit, and you still got something to say. You can't do that with every rapper right now.
Dopest studio in the city too. So for anybody to record,
yeah, man, yes, plug yourself, man. Let these folks know who you is, where to find you, what you got going on, all that good shit. Because we don't want to sell you short.
Yeah, man. I'm AJ the musician. I have a studio, the Musicians Room, that I just opened up. 2021.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, man.
Tell them what that whole look like though, cause when they think studio, they just think studio. Tell them about the stars in the ceiling, the all white furniture, the white mixing board, the white desk, the white speakers. It's like you fucking recording in heaven. How can you not make fire shit in heaven? That's what the studio look like.
There's some terrible niggas who fuck up in there too. They go in there.
There's some terrible rappers in there too. Right. You feel me? But they feel good being terrible. You feel me?
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Hey, one thing I will say too to anybody watching this, man, just stay consistent and follow your dreams and really watch the circle that you keep around you.
Big,
because I can say one thing, just even being on this podcast, right? It shows me a lot. I've been friends with Bone. How long we known each other?
I met you in 2004 or 5.
Okay, 2004, 2005. Paint a picture. Nobody gave a fuck about me. Period. Right? Yeah. Bone sees me at a talent show. He's like, "Hey, you hard. I want to work with you." And I'm like, "Damn, all right. I need to work with him." But like when we started building a relationship, I started like really watching the way that he moved.
Yeah.
Right.
And I always had a dream, but it wasn't tangible for me to reach. Like when you said you wanted to do the studio, we had this conversation. You was like, you wanted to do the studio, but you stopped. But I think what really helped me get to this point is being around people, you know, Bone included. But I had other homies. Like when I got cool with Bone, everything that he said he was gonna do, he fucking did.
Right.
Like real talk. But that was showing me like
that it's possible.
It's possible. Right. And that's why I just want to let anybody know who's watching it. Like, yeah, I got a studio open. It's great. Yes, it's nice as hell. Like, it's nice as hell. They're bragging on it, but it took a lot of work, and I just didn't give up. So if you record, mixing, engineer, you want to do the same thing as me, just keep going. Do not give up.
It sounds cliche, but it's real. It's cliche. People say it for a reason, and it's cliche for a reason.
Right.
Just like people tell you all the time, had I known not then what I know now. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's cliche for a reason.
Yeah.
So that's some real shit.
Absolutely, man. And
where you located?
Yeah, give me.
I didn't
how they get in contact.
I didn't even put the address out. 2260 La Vista. I have a website. It's about to drop in a few days. It's already up, but it'll just be updated and revamped. So the beginning of 2021, the Musicians Room, AJTheMusician.com.
What's the IG? What's the at?
IG AJ_the musician.
And you're selling yourself short, man. Tell these folks what you got going on musically yourself, because he does have a studio, but he has a studio because he's an artist, and he figured, shit, I'm gonna learn how to do this shit myself to save me some bread, and I feel like I can do it better, and that's what made him open the studio.
Yeah,
but tell them folks about your music.
Okay,
too,
so I have a CD out right now. I mean, I have an album out that I engineered, It's out right now on all streaming platforms, and it's called Missed Calls, and it's really just about.
Which I ain't getting no feature on, but we ain't even on.
I ain't get one either.
Hey,
ain't on that?
I ain't on that either.
Oh, hold on.
But go ahead though, man. Tell them about the CD.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's another time.
Yeah, but the CD is basically it's about my life, everything up until the moment to where I really.
How many songs on that bitch?
Dropped, man. 15.
I ain't on that one. 15. Go ahead though. I ain't on that one. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on. There were 2 songs that were supposed to be on there when we first made them, but you ended up putting it on your project because it took so long for me to drop mine. So technically,
that's a good slide back. On
there was 2. Come on, you had the one with Buster.
I ain't dropping without you, bro. I don't have a CD since I've known you. That
you know what? I ain't gonna do that. You're right. I'm working on a new one right now.
Tell them folks about the music, man.
All right. Anyway, look.
Go ahead, man.
Music is about my life. Anyway, you can just find it on all streaming platforms.
For real. If you want to know why he was in the bushes, he gonna sing to you about it. If you want to know about the bitches he got now, he in shape. You know,
yeah.
That just show you how black people live, boy. If they ain't a part of something, they not supporting that shit. Like, boy, I ain't even on that bitch. Boy.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I still support it, but I just
motherfuck you, father.
We gotta stop being like that, though, man. You gotta support shit that even when you're not a part of it, because one of us being successful is all of us being successful. So. Right. Yeah, support your people and stop dick riding other people when you got homies around you that do the same shit they do. I'm sick of seeing my homeboys repost rappers that don't give a fuck about them or don't know them, but I'll drop some shit and I'm more fire than them. Right. It ain't even within the question, and I can't get a repost.
Right.
And I shouldn't have to ask for it. Yeah. I shouldn't have to ask for it.
You too close to me. Shit.
Hey, that's another reason why I built the studio, though. Remember, I told you about this just to control the narrative, man, because I don't allow no hating shit in the studio, for real. Like, you know, a lot of studios around here, brothers could just pull up with whatever bag they got, and it's really just based off of money. Oh, I get to sew up the whole studio because
no. Everybody get treated the same.
Everybody gets. I don't give a fuck how much like money you got.
I get treated like a regular, and I appreciate that though. But that was one thing I told him when he opened it, bros. This is business. Like, you can be friends with a motherfucker, but when it come to your studio, send me through the motherfucking automated system too.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to skip no line. I don't even want to begin that kind of shit with your shit, because that's our problem. Is that we come to each other, want discounts, we want the deal, but we go to Gucci and want to spend the most. We want to spend the most. If it's too low, we ain't buying it. But it's weird.
But he want to set the standard of quality of people he bring in. You know,
and he
that
does
mindset.
That.
You know, you keep that going. You keep the music going. You know, and you keep the drama down. You have a beautiful studio. You have producing good things up out of it, because, you know, a lot of this music is producing a lot of violence in this city. Yeah. So, you know, we got to have some good guys like yourself, forefront, on, you know, right there, and you know, grassroots, someone they can reach out to and get more of the music from. You know, definitely. You know, wisdom. We were just talking about that earlier in the hour, about you having so many different elements in your career. You know, and a lot of these kids got music in them, but they're not inclined in certain areas where they should be. You know, and they can come to you and learn some things that they wouldn't normally learn in different studios. Yeah. Right on. So
look, we definitely going, because I know we're going into an hour 30. We definitely gonna get into, especially the violence that's coming from music. Even if it is from music. And I ain't gonna let you slide out of here as no good guy, nigga. I still remember you said you went on the date after being your meat. I know you a killer. I ain't gonna forget that shit.
It is.
But yes. So
that boy say he's still going.
Yeah, absolutely.
I still want to go.
That's a killer. When you want some more pussy after you a killer though. He still went and talked something down. So what you do today?
On the date, still got them dripping in his slacks.
You know how crazy. You know how crazy you got to be to act like you care with no juice in your sack?
Man, that's crazy.
Right. So she said, what? What she do now?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. But anyway.
Not for the first 45 minutes after you drained it, especially. If you still want to go, you crazy.
If you can find an outfit after you nut, you wild. You think I'm finna match some shit out that man? I'm a man out. All this shit look the same. I'm colorblind. Hey, but thank y'all for tuning into the Anxiety Issues Podcast, man. I love having y'all as guests. Either one of y'all want to pull up, man, anytime, just let us know. At a moment's notice, y'all can get back on, man. It's been a pleasure, man. You're watching the Anxiety Issues Podcast. I'm your host, Rich Red, a.k.a. Adam Taylor, a.k.a. The Big Ape, here with my brother, man, one of the finest people I know, Boneface of Boneface Inc. And stay tuned in, baby.
Word.